Next, we're going to take a look at this tool right here. That's the Constrained Linear Dimension tool. And basically, this one allows me to take any vertical or horizontal measurement in my drawing. Now, if we go through the modes, this first mode right here is the Constrained Linear mode. So we're going to measure the length of this first area right here. And the first click begins the measurement. The second click ends the measurement. The third click is the one that places the measurement in the drawing. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this because for this example right here, we want to use the constrained chain mode. And that's the second mode right here. And what that's going to allow us to do is to take a running baseline measurement all the way across this distance. And I have placed 2D loci in the drawing, that's these red X's right here, as a guide for the distance that we're going to be measuring. So the first click is going to start the measurement, and then the second click is going to be the length of the first measurement. Then I'm going to drag my cursor up here and click to finally place it, and then I'm just going to keep clicking down the line. And so that's how the constrained chain mode works for this tool. You can also come down here, and for example number 3, we're going to use this constrained baseline. My first click is going to begin the measurement. My second click is the length for the first area that I'm measuring, and then third click places it in the drawing. And then I just keep clicking down the row like I did before. And then it's a double click right there to end it. And the difference is instead of measuring each segment or section separately, what it's doing is each measurement is starting from this baseline right here. And so it's giving me a constrained baseline. Let me zoom up here so that we can look at this again real quick just to see the difference. So in this mode, which is the constrained chain mode, each individual section is measured separately, whereas down here, each section, each measurement is an addition of the last section, and that's the baseline version. So I'm going to scroll back up here real quick. I'm going to show you a few tricks that make using this tool easier. So if you have that specific dimension highlighted, you can right-click for the context menu, and then you can go to Add Dimension or Delete Dimension. And so to begin with, I'm going to go ahead and delete that dimension, and it gets rid of it. So I could even get rid of this center one right here. And if I want to add a measurement, I can come back and right-click for the context menu, and I can add a dimension here. So when you're adding, it's going to keep adding until you double-click to end it. And then if you don't want these last two measurements to be included, you can always right-click for the context menu, delete that dimension, and then repeat that one more time here. But that'll save you a lot of work. Like for example, we have an X right here, so we wanted a measurement between these two planting beds right here. So I'll just right-click, add dimension, and then double-click right there so that I get that 6-foot, 6-inch path in between those garden beds. Another way that we can edit using the dimensioning tools is, let's say, for example, this planting bed right here should actually be 130 feet wide instead of 120 feet and 11 inches. What I can do is I can double-click, and I have this selection tool active right now. I can double-click on this measurement, and then it's going to put me in this edit mode, and so I can enter in 130 feet and hit enter, and then it'll change that measurement so that it's accurate. Then I can come down here and I can click on the object that's supposed to be 130 feet wide, and I can just click and reshape that so that it fits the measurement. You can get really accurate results by entering in figures here in your dimension tool.